Hi, I just got back from walking my dog, and I thought I would make a quick video for one of my friends in the stroke recovery group that asked about stretching the Vastus medialis, which is one of the quad muscles, the 4 quad muscles. There's different stretches I'm going to show you, and I'm using my iPhone and a quick video in my garage. So I'm going to be up and down and moving it around, so it's not scripted, it's not professionally put together with any professional photographers, it's just me in the garage. So, okay, Vastus medialis is in here, and I talked about in the book, The Stroke with the Artist, that this muscle plays a role in pulling that foot back in when you have the foot drop and turn out, because when it flexes it kind of helps pull it in, amongst other muscles that help that situation too. So there's going to be different stretches I'm going to show you, and the reason I'm showing you different stretches is because, let me take my glasses off, is because the muscles are all connected and they cross over where they attach, and you can have tight hips and it won't allow that muscle to stretch out. And that goes with all the muscles in the body. So if you have balance, you can do these standing, or you can hold onto a chair or a bar, something secure, to stretch part of the quads. It's not going to hit the vastus medialis completely. And that's the basic stretch where you pull the leg back here and stand up tall. I tell people to use the same hand, the same leg you're stretching. Try not to do a crossover, because that can pull the knee ligament. So make sure you're in good alignment. Hold on to something if you can or need to. Pull that leg back, stand up tall, stack your shoulders over your hips. You don't want to stretch like this. You want to open up, because you have other muscles like the psoas that attaches down the back, crosses over and attaches at the front of your thigh bone, your femur. If that muscle's short and tight, you're like this a lot, and you want to lengthen that back up and stretch in proper alignment. So that stretch is going to be right through here. And some people, it depends on what your body's going through. Maybe you can't stand up and do that stretch. Some people can't reach their foot, their hand to touch their ankle or their foot to pull that stretch up. A couple tips. Some shoes have little loops on them. People put their finger in their loop. You can grab your sock or your pant leg. You can go to a chair. I'm going to do it with a ball because I don't have my phone is on the chair. You can put your leg on the chair, hold on to something, and kind of lean into it to stretch here. Make sure you're safe. Your other leg's anchored to the floor and you're straight up and down. A couple of my clients lay on the floor and do it, which, let me move this down. And if I can do that, they lay on the floor on their side and pull the leg here, if that makes sense. So that's one stretch. Another stretch that is really good to do to help release that in that area is sitting in the butterfly stretch, which you can't see either. Let me turn this back down here. And that's when you bring your feet together like a butterfly and sit this way. Or you can put your hands behind you, whatever makes you get a good stretch. Some people's legs will be here, some will be here. Don't judge your flexibility, because it all depends on muscles, ligaments, how your bones are put together in your pelvic. So just your goal is to get a stretch in through here. Also, doing the stretch this way with your legs that straddled, which I am going to try to give us some space here. Let me turn it here. See if it works over here. Out here. Try not to let your body sit like this. Sit up tall, feet up. Go to the distance you can. Lean forward or push this way. This will help loosen the muscles up in here, which the vastus medialis is more in here. So standing and doing that leg back, laying on the ground, pulling that leg back, getting your inner thighs stretched out. All the muscles can hold that tight. Also your hips, pulling your hip through here if you're able to, the floor stretch where you cross over and pull right here or hold it here, whatever way it works for you to get that stretch and that angle. All those will help to release this area. And if you're unable to do things on the floor, now I'm going to sit in a ball because my chair, like I said, my phone's on it. So sit like you're in a chair. So you're sitting up tall. Take that leg, cross it this way. So you'll be sitting like this. I call it, this is crossing your legs like a girl, this is crossing your legs like a guy, whatever makes you memorize it. But when you're in that position, sit up tall, you can lean forward from your hips, you can pull that leg towards you. That will help get this loosened up. This needs to be loose to help this be loose. It all works together. And as well as you're in a chair, you can walk your feet out in front of you straight. Sides you can see. Can you see me? Toes up. Just gently lean forward on your thighs, not collapsing, but sitting up tall, leaning from your hips. This will help stretch back here, the back of the leg. I would do it with your toes up and with your toes down. It changes the sensation and it goes to your calves, the back of the legs. And remember, your calf muscles attach. One attaches below the knee right in here. One crosses behind the knee and attaches here. Anything in here being tight can stop these from loosening up too. So you want to do all the different ranges. And I think that's it. If I was with you one-on-one, I can be a little more specific to your case, but this is kind of the general way. You have to make sure you're safe where you're sitting, safe where you're standing, and try for good posture. Try not to stretch with your body like this. Try to open this up so all your spine muscles are lengthened and you're in good posture, because a lot of posture and balance issues, besides the neurological issues that is challenging after a stroke, it makes it harder to get your balance back. So you want to be up, tall, when you stretch, whenever time you exercise, the best you can. And I hope this was helpful. And I'm sorry the video is so messy. I was going from the floor to the chair to the ball. So anyway, if you have any more questions, you can message me. I do private sessions via internet, so it can be via, I think Facebook Messenger works for some people, Skype, and there's also Zoom that works for some people too. So I'm Tracy Markley, and tracyspersonaltraining.com. You can find more out about me, and it's www.tracy, the letter S, personaltraining.com. And the book that I wrote with my client was The Stroke of an Artist, The Journey of a Fitness Trainer and a Stroke Survivor. And he was just a fun learning, I don't want to say experiment. There was so much I learned working with him because he exercised every single day, and I was able to be with him 5 to 6 days a week, which is very rare for a client or a patient to get that opportunity. But he was able to get that, and we worked together really well. But he also is a perfect example. If you can do certain things, it can help you get back a lot of gains or gain a lot of things back that you've lost with the stroke. And of course, everyone's in different cases. And another thing about the stretching, or your exercising as well, I know some people are numb in their legs or sporadically numb in their legs. Some aren't. Everybody's different. So try to really focus on good form, like I tried to explain in the video. Hopefully it came out clear enough. And be aware what your body's doing head to toe when you exercise and when you stretch, because your brain needs to reconnect that awareness to the body, because it's kind of not there all the time after a stroke, and a different varies for everybody. So have a good day. I hope this helps. And I'm a lot, but like I said, I just finished walking my dog. I remembered I told someone last night I will make a video and show her how to stretch the quad muscle, the Vastus medialis. And let me show you one thing. I meant to show this in the beginning. I always show my client muscles, and it's in the book. So here, you can see them. They're the full quad muscles, 4 quad muscles over here. The Vastus medialis is more the medial one. The deeper, like inside more, and that one helps pull. It plays a role in keeping that foot back in after when it's doing the foot drop and turn out. And that's the one we were trying to help her get to stretching. So if you look at this, you can see how doing the butterfly stretch, stretching the inner thighs with your legs straddled more, helps release everything in here, as well as your glutes and hips. Whoops. Your glutes and hips are in this area. If this is tight in this area, it's going to keep that tight. And see if I can find the glutes for you real quick. I can't find the picture. I have a glute picture in here. I took off the internet. Well, here's a little bit of them. How the glute muscles come all through the hips, side of the hips. But I have a very good one. And it's, where'd it go? Right here. This one is found on the internet. I printed it to help show people. I'm not trying to take some of the product, it's just to help. If you look at all this, this is your big glute muscle, the gluteus maximus. If you take this off, you have all this going on in here. So if all these are tight, or some of them are tight, and this is tight, it will limit the movement and releasing the flexibility of the muscles in the front of the legs and the inner thighs. It all works together. So I hope that helps and it made sense. And have a good day. Good luck in your recovery, and keep doing something every single day. Okay, bye.